Good morning, everyone. It's great to be here with all of you. So a recent study showed that 40% of consumers would rather clean their toilet than call customer service. Kind of a shocking stat, right? So for those of you that are, minds are going here, I'm not going to talk about AI that we've developed to clean the toilet, so sorry to disappoint on that one. But 2/3 also of consumers won't wait on hold for more than 2 minutes. So as we are all consumers here, we experience customer service, we call into contact centers frequently. We know that experiences are not always great, right? Sometimes we're waiting on hold for long periods of time. Other times we reach an agent and it's a long, frustrating, difficult conversation, right? So there are clear challenges that exist today, which is why there's such a big investment in AI as we talk about customer service. And as you're seeing on the stats there, $4.5 billion per year. It's the leading area of AI investment is in customer service. Now, from our perspective, there's some great solutions. There's lots of things that people are trying to accomplish there, right? Reducing the hold times, making better customer experiences, lower effort experiences. All important things, but they all have one common trait, and that's around the fact that agents are still flying blind, right? So when you call into a contact center, it's still a voice session, it's a text-based session, whether it's dealing with chat, whether it's dealing with a phone call. So the visual element is what's missing. And you think about where things are, let's think about smart cars, right? Smart cars see around them, they see other cars, they see their environment, they see lanes, they see what's happening around them. So what we're doing is we're taking that same idea and we're applying it to customer service situations. So think about a customer who calls in, has a problem with a device. Rather than me asking a lot of diagnostic questions around, is this blinking, is this working, do you have this cable, is this plugged in? Show it to me, have the computer vision AI kick in, make an evaluation of what are we looking at, what's potentially wrong with it, and then what are the visual steps to help resolve that problem. So that's really where Techsee Smart comes in. So this is an announcement that we're making today as a company. Using computer vision AI as well as augmented reality, we are guiding the agents through the process. So identification of devices, of situations, of circumstances, whether it's damage to a car, whether it's a consumer electronic device, whether it's an invoice, whatever it is in a physical realm, looking at that, analyzing it, providing information back to the agent about what they're looking at, what the potential issue is, what the problem may be, and then how we're going to resolve it in a visual capacity, showing the AR components. So let me show you what that might look like. So let's assume that this consumer is having a problem with their cable system. So they call into customer service, as we all would.
If you have no signal, press 1. For faster diagnosis, you'll shortly be asked to upload images of your device.
So now while in the IVR, they're getting a link. The link is prompting them for what's the problem are you having today, right? So this can be part of the IVR, it can be part of the visual IVR that we just showed. But essentially, the consumer now is selecting what their problem is. Now the system is asking them to take pictures. The pictures are being analyzed by the computer vision AI algorithms to say, okay, here's the problem, here's the best agent to handle it. And now it's going to physically guide the agent on what the problem is and how I'm going to resolve it. Those can then be passed on to the customer, or it can be part of the voice interaction that's already taking place. And you can see now the system is guiding, it's doing the augmented overlays on exactly what needs to happen. And then at the end here, it's going to do an analysis to say, okay, was the situation fixed? Is everything working appropriately? Was it resolved? Right, so again, using the situational awareness of the computer vision AI to make a determination on problem and fix and resolution. So that example there is obviously using static images. This can also be done via live video feeds, et cetera, with the conversation going on. So all the images from these interactions are then stored in our cloud. It really makes up the largest global database of technical information, whether it's device identification, problem identification, as well as steps to resolute. And this is all leveraged by all of our clients. So the benefits here are pretty obvious, right? It's the consumer is getting a much better experience. It's lower effort. We see the results from the interactions and the post-interaction surveys, increases in CSAT NPS, right, which are going to be critical. Also, customer effort scores improve as well. And then on the enterprise side, the advantages are around things like reductions of product returns and swap outs, so increasing revenue, increasing profitability, and then reductions in things like tech dispatches, which is obviously going to help on the cost realm, and then things like AHT, just making the contact center more effective, more efficient through faster conversations, more effective conversations. We have a booth here. Please stop by if you're interested. We'd love to talk more about it. Thank you for your time.